Keenumbers.
Hey, I'm Keenum. Let's talk about addition up to 10. Alright, let's add pizza slices up through 6 slices. Here's 1 slice. Here's another pizza slice. 1 and 1 make 2. 2 pizza slices. Alright, if you have 2 slices and you add 1 more, what do you have? 2 and 1. 3 pizza slices. 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, we've got a couple more that we can put into this pizza tray. If we have 3 pizza slices and we add 1 more, 3 plus 1, 4. 4 pizza slices. Let's not quit now. If we add 1 more to 4, we get 5. And last but not least, if we have 5 pizza slices and we add 1 more, what's 5 plus 1? 6. 6 pizza slices.
Is there anything better than an old-fashioned train? Anything cooler than a red fire truck? Something out there that reaches up high, where dreams are soaring beyond the skies. Why just won't I 103 travel beyond the land and the seas? At 1 and 1 you'll only get 2. At 1 and 2 you'll find it's true. Firefighter rocket train down the tracks. Lickety-clap, we're gonna get there fast. Putting out fires, blasting into space. Gonna innovate with the whole human race. Is there something stronger than a diesel train? Anything cooler than a cherry red truck? Can we watch the Saturn V soar really high, punching afterburners right through the sky? Why just won't I 103 travel beyond the land and the seas? At 1 and 1 you'll only get 2. At 1 and 2 you'll find it's true. Firefighter rocket train down the tracks. Lickety-clap, we're gonna get there fast. Putting out fires, blasting into space. Gonna innovate with the whole human race. Firefighter rocket train going down the tracks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pizza slices. All right, smelly socks. We have 2 smelly socks. 2 plus 2. Let's count them. 2 plus 2, let's count them. 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 smelly socks. One plus 1 is 2. What about 5 plus 5? 10. Hey, you did a great job today. And as always, you can pause, you can rewind if you need to. Mom, dad, babysitter, grandma, grandpa. If your kiddo needs extra repetition, that's okay. Feel free to pause and rewind. If you want to support this community, you can pick us up a cup of joe. Or if you want to join the crew, the link is below for either one of those things. Thank you so much for helping us. God bless. Alright, we have here 9 blocks. What if we have 9 and 1? Let's count them up. That's what we do here. Add key numbers. We're all about that counting. We have 9 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1. 9 plus 1. Get your blocks. Snap them together, and then you have 10! Woohoo! 10 blocks. Excellent. 10 blocks. Well, what if we had 4 plus 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. If we add 4 plus 3, snap your blocks together. How many do we have? We have 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blocks. Yay! Woohoo! What about 7 plus 2? 7 plus 2. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 2. 1, 2. So if we have 7, then we add another one. 8. And we add another one. We get 9 blocks. That's right. 7 plus 2 is 9. Let's do another one. How about 3 plus 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 3 plus 3. Let's add them together. Snap your blocks together. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. Woohoo! Yeah! If we have 2 stinky socks and we want to add 3 stinky socks, 2 plus 3 stinky socks. Let's count. We have 2 and we add 3. So take your stinky socks, 1, 2, and then add 3. 1, 2, 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stinky socks. Whoa! What about 5 plus 2 stinky socks? Oh, 5 plus 2 stinky socks. 5 plus 2. That right there is the plus symbol. We are adding them together. So we have 5 socks and we add 2 more. 5 plus 2, 1, 2, boop, boop. So now we should have 5, 6, 7. If you need to count all of them, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stinky socks. You.
Keenumbers. Keenumbers.
Hey, I'm Keenum. Let's talk about multiplying by 1 digit. What if we have a bunch of toy bricks here. And this row or column has 4, 8, 12, 16 dots. 16 dots. Whoa! And I want to know what happens when we have 5 columns, 5 sets of 16 dots. What is 16 fives? That's what we want to figure out. Well, let's double check that each of these have 16 dots before we press on. 4, 8, 12, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yep, okay, so we have 5 columns and each one has 16 dots. Check, 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 check. Avocado. We have 16 dots in each column and 5 columns. That means we have 5 tens and 6 fives. Now, why did we do that? Because 16 is 10 and 6. And this makes it really easy to count. We have 5 tens, that's another way of saying 50. And then, ooh, look at that. 6 fives, we know that. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. In other words, we have 5 tens and 3 tens. That's also known as 8 tens, aka 80. That means we have 80 dots here. That's a lot of dots. You could literally do that by counting by 4s if you wanted to. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and then you keep doing that until you get to 80 dots. Give yourself a round of applause. Avocado.
Multiply a baker's dozen. Baker's dozen means 12 donuts. If you have 10 of us, 10 by 12 means 120. That's a lot of donuts for us. What are we gonna do with all those donuts? A stomachache or a cavity? Check with mom or dad, please. Multiply stinky shoes. 4 pairs of stinky shoes. That means just 8 stinky shoes. If there's 20 people, that's 20 by 8. 20 by 8 is 160. That's something that's really great, cause you have a lot of stinky shoes. Watch out, cause that means stinky socks too. Ooh! Multiply now green beans. 1 can of green beans. Each can has about 100 green beans. If you have 20 of us, 20 cans of green beans. 20, 100, let's see. 20 by 100 is 2,000. Better double check my math, oh yeah. Multiply sticks of gum. No, we don't even chew gum. Yeah, 1 million sticks of gum. That's too much gum for us. What are we gonna do?
The Grater Gator, what's he doing? Well, let's find out. If we have 13 Grater Gator burps every day this week, whoa, Grater Gator, if you have 13 burps, if you have 13 burps every day this week, and there are 7 days in a week, that means 13 by 7. 13 times 7. Well, what's 7 tens? We can figure this out, can't we, Grater Gator? 13 times 7 is the same thing as 10 sevens plus 3 sevens. Because 13 is 10 and 3. All right, well, 10 sevens, we know that. 70. And 3 sevens, we know that one too. 7, 14, 21. So we have here 91 burps in 1 week. That's a lot of burps, Crater Gator. Hey, what's 3 sets of 50 smelly sock pizzas? Whoa, 350s, that'd be 50, 100, 150 smelly sock pizzas. That is a lot of pizza. And it's smelly sock pizza at that. Whew, pass. Hey, Mom, Dad, if you appreciate what we're doing, help us grow this community so that we might empower children with on-demand math content. Pause, rewind, powerful tools. You can help us out below. The link is for the Buy Me a Coffee community. Join today. Hey, see you next time. God bless. Let's say we have a train here, and this train has 4 wheels. Well, what if we want to get... $30 trains. That means 30 trains, each with 4 wheels. Oh my word. That's a lot of wheels. 4 30s. Well, let's think about that. What are 4 3s? We can illustrate that one real easily. Here's 3, and you do that 4 times. Well, howbei, you're gonna get 12. So, instead of 3 10s, instead of 4 10s, we have 12 10s. That's also known as 120. What in the world just happened? Well, if you need the explanation, here you go. 4 30s, that's a shortcut. Remember, that just means you're saying 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30. It's a shortcut. You are adding up 30 and you're doing it 4 times. That's why we have 4 3s, or 12. And since we're really talking about 10s here, 3 10s, 3 10s, 3 10s, and 3 10s, this is 12 10s. Or 120. 120 wheels. That is a lot of wooden toy train wheels. 120 wheels. Yeah! We've got a dozen eggs here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Now, if you have a dozen eggs, that means 12. And these eggs together make up a carton of eggs. Well, let's suppose you have 6 cartons, and each of them have 12. If each carton has 12 eggs, what's 6 12s? How many eggs do you have? Easy, that's 6 10s plus 6 2s. Why? Because 12 is 10 plus 2. 12 is 10 plus 2. See? Yeah, same, yeah. 12 is 10 plus 2, same, yeah. So instead of going 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, we do multiplication. That's a lot of 12s to add up manually. We are counting 6 12s. That is what we do when we multiply. So let's go back to what we broke it down as: 6 10s plus 6 2s. Now, why do we do that? Because we know what 6 10s are. That's just 60. 6 10s. And then we add 6 2s, that's 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And so all together now we have 6 and 1, or 72. 6 tens plus 1 10, that's 7 tens, and then we have 2 ones, 72. 72 eggs. That's a lot of eggs!
Multiply now green beans. 1 can of green beans. 20 people eating the green beans. Oh, green beans, now green beans. If each can has a 100, that means you have 2,000 green beans. 20 people times 100. That's a lot of green beans. We're done now multiplying. Let's get back to the show. What?
Look at that, we got a can of chili. And it has 479 grams of mass. That's the metric system here for you. Pretty much everybody in the world talks about the metric system. If you want to watch videos, check out the link below, parents. If we want to have 3 cans of chili, and each one has 479 grams, whoa, that's a big multiplication. But we can do it. Don't despair. We're gonna do 3 of these and then we'll double check that we get really close. Sometimes they don't show the fraction of a gram, but watch this. 3 400ths. Yep, we're gonna do 3 400ths, and we have 3 70s, and we have 3 9s. Why do we do it this way? Because it's easy to do left to right multiplication. 3 4s, that's 12. And we're talking about 4 hundredths, so we have 12 hundredths, or 1200. 1200. That's what we get when we have 3 400ths. What about 3 70s? Whoops. Oh, excuse me. My bad. 3 70s, that's, well, 21 tens. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. See, 3 70s, 21 tens. And then we have 3 9s, that's last but not least. 3 9s, and that's gonna be 27. 9, 18, 27, very good. Okay, now add it all together. 1200 plus 200 plus 10 plus 27. So that's 1400 plus 10 plus 27. Okay, so 400 plus 10 plus 27. That's going to be 437. Don't forget about that 1,000. That's a really long way to write this down. But I want you to remember, class, you can just multiply 3 400ths, 3 70s, and 3 9s. And when you add it all together, you get 1200, 210, 27, and then you get to 1437. So let's check it out. 479, let's get 3 of these guys on here. 1436, so the scale is very close to our actual math of 1437. And I bet if we wiggle it ever so slightly, we'll see that we get 1437. Oh, I saw it. It flickered for a second. It said 1437.
Keenumbers.
I'm Keenum. Let's talk about multiplying 2 digits by 2 digits. Okay, we know multiplication is a shortcut. If you were to sit here and add up 11 by 11, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and so on and so forth. That just takes way too long. That's where multiplication is handy. It is a way to simplify, to make your life easier. Avocado. And that's how we're going to tackle this problem. We see that 11 by 11 is the same thing as having 10 11s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 1 11. We have 10 of them right here. 10 11s plus 1 11. Okay, well, 10 11s, that much we do know. we can count tens. We know 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then if we have another 10, that's 110. That's what happens when we have 10 11s, or rather 11 10s. And then we're just gonna add one more 11. Hey, we know how to do this. We have 100, and then we have a 10, and we have a 10. So that's 120, and then we have a leftover 1. And that gives us our final answer, 121, 11 by 11.
Multiply a baker's dozen. Baker's dozen means 12 donuts. If you have 10 of us, 10 by 12 means 120. That's a lot of donuts for us. What are we gonna do with all those donuts? A stomachache or a cavity? Check with mom or dad, please. Multiply stinky shoes. 4 pairs of stinky shoes. That means just 8 stinky shoes. If there's 20 people, that's 20 by 8. 20 by 8 is 160. That's something that's really great, cause you have a lot of stinky shoes. Watch out, cause that means stinky socks too. Ooh! Multiply now green beans. 1 can of green beans. Each can has about 100 green beans. If you have 20 of us, 20 cans of green beans. 20, 100, let's see. 20 by 100 is 2,000. Better double check my math, oh yeah. Multiply sticks of gum. No, we don't even chew gum. Yeah, 1 million sticks of gum. That's too much gum for us. What are we gonna do?
Okay, we have an 18 count of eggs, and let's suppose you have 13 friends, and each of them are gonna get an 18 count of eggs. We wanna figure out what 18 by 13 is. "13 friends, and each friend has to get a carton of eggs. How many are in this carton? Rather than a dozen, we have 18 eggs. Let's break this down. We have 10 friends, and then we have 3 more friends who need to get an 18 count carton of eggs. All right, so we know 18 by 10. Why? Because it's easy to count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, all the way up to 180. Again, the shortcut is you put the 0 at the end of the 8. You get 180, bada boom, bada bing, Bob's your uncle. Then we add 18 times 3. Each of these 3 friends, they're also gonna get 18 eggs. Okay, well, 3 18s. That means we have 3 10s plus 3 8s. That's what we did with 18. It's 10 and 8. Well, 3 10s, we know how to do that one. That's 30. So we've got 180 plus 30, and then we have 3 8s. So skip count by 8. 8, 16, 24. Put it all together. You have 8 10s, you have 3 10s, you have 2 10s. That means you're gonna have 13 10s. So you're gonna have 100 plus 13 10s, also known as 130. And then you have this 4 hanging around. So you're gonna have 234. 1 plus 1, 2. 0 and 3, that's 3 10s, and then you have 4 1s. 234. That is the answer to the original question. What's 18 by 13? It became 180 plus 3 18s, also known as 54. And our final answer becomes 234. So you're gonna have 234 eggs. That is a heaping amount of eggs. These guys are well stocked for the future. 50 sets of a dozen donuts. That's a lot of donuts. Well, 5 12s, that's 60. So 50 sets of 12, that would be 600 donuts. That sure is a lot of donuts. Hey, if you found this information helpful and you'd like to help us in our journey and our mission to reach kids in the States and then worldwide with on-demand math content, please join us at the link below. You can buy us a cup of joe or become a regular member by joining our crew. Thanks so much. God bless. All right, we've got 22 by 14 dots. 14 across, 22 dots going up. So 22 by 14. Toy bricks are the perfect way to do multiplication, something that's tangible, something that you probably already have laying around. So if you don't already have them, pause, go grab them, and do this with the video. 22 by 14, we can do this a number of different ways. I think the easiest is to look again at tens. This is the same thing as 22 tens, because we're asking for 14 of them. So we have 10 22s right here, and then we're gonna have 4 more right here. That's a big number, big guy. We got the bonus 4 here, and we've got the 10 of them right here. Each of these columns has 22 dots. We have 10 of them, and then we have 4 of them. Now, why do we do that? Because 22 tens, again, the shortcut is you just look at that 0 here, and you're gonna attach it. Here we go, like the late John Madden. Yeah, you gotta move the 0 over here. Okay, so we got 2200. That's how you get 22 tens, or 22 times 10. Then, you just have to deal with 4 22s. Well, that's easy. We've got 4 20s. And then we have 2 4s left over. See what we did there? 22 is 20 plus 2. So we have made this as simple as possible. We have 220 plus 4 20s. Well, that's easy. We have 20, 40, 60, 80. And then we have a whopping 8 left over. Womp, womp, womp. Well, this is easy. 8 tens plus 2 tens, that's 100, or 10 tens. So you've got 200 plus 100. Again, 100 is because we get 8 tens plus 2 tens. And then you add a whopping 8 when you're all said and done with it. So this is just 308. 308 dots. That is the answer to the original question of 22 14s. 308. Avocado. Hey, get out of here, avocado. All right, let's do 26 by 24. It's almost a square. This is 24 across, and it's 26 dots tall. That's huge, but this is a great way, if you haven't already, again, pull out your toy bricks and do this with me so that you can get that hands-on learning of how to do this multiplication. 24 by 26 dots, 24 across, 26 tall. how many dots total. It would take forever to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to the final answer. We want to know how many dots is this? Well, 26 by 24 is something we can break down very simply. This one's a little more advanced than what we did earlier in this video because now we're dealing with 20 instead of 10, but it's the same principle. We have 26 by 20 plus, well, how many left over? We have 4 26s. In other words, 26 times 4. How did we do that? Again, 24 is the same thing as 20 plus 4. So we had 20 and then 4 dots left over. Right there, 4 dots, 4 columns of 26 dots. So we're breaking it down to make our lives easier. Okay, well, what's 2 26s? This is easy. 2 26s is 52. 52. And then that 0, boop, you attach it to the end. Whoa, what just happened there? Hold on. Okay, don't get scared. We'll do a side exploration here if that was confusing. Again, pause, rewind as you need to. We did 26 times 20. Well, what is 20? That's just 2 10s. 26 times 10 times 2. I barely fit that in there. Let's clean it up so that it's more readable. $26. 20 is just 10 2s. Well, we know what 2 times 26 is, right? Yeah, we sure do. It's 26 plus 26. That's a little bit bigger than 50. You can do this a number of ways. I think the easiest way is just to recognize that 2 quarters is 50. And then you have one more and you double it. That's how you get to 52. But because you have that 10 in there, we know that the shortcut is to add the 0. So instead of just 52, it's 52 10s. 52 10s. That's another way to say 520. So that is the side excursion for how we got to 520 up here. So we have 520, and then we need to add the 26 4. 26 4, excuse me. 520 plus 26 4s. Ooh, we know how to do this. Remember, 4 quarters make a whole, or 100. And then we're gonna have one extra bonus. So this is 520 plus 4 times 26. Okay, so if you don't wanna do it that way, you can say that this is 80 because we have 4 20s plus 4 times 6. What is going on here, Keenum? What happened? Okay, so we have 4 20s. 4 20s. And that's how we get 80. And then we have to have the 4 6s left over. Hang in there, don't get scared. We have 520 plus 80 plus 4 6s. We know that's 24. Oh, we're almost done. Woo. Okay, so we have 2 8s. Excuse me, not 2 8s. We have 2 10s plus 8 10s plus 2 10s. Okay, well, what's 8 plus 2? 10! And then we have 2 more, so that's 12 or 12 10s. So we have 500 plus 12 10s, which we know is the same thing as saying 120 plus a bonus of 4 1s. Basically, your home stretch here. 5 and 1, that's 6. 6 hundredths plus 2 10s. That's saying 20 plus 4 1s. 624 dots in that square. Good gravy. Give yourself a big round of applause if you made it this far. Avocado. Rewind as you need to. And thank you for being a part of the bonus class.
Keenumbers. Keenumbers.
Hey, I'm Keenum.
Hi, I'm Pirate Sam.
Let's talk about subtraction.
Picture.
Yeah! And we take away 2 train cars. Boop, boop. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 train car. What if you have 5 trains? Let's take away 2 train cars. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 1, 2, 3. 3 train cars. But what if we have 7 train cars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have 7 train cars and you take away 3, how many are left? 7 minus 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 train cars. 7 minus 3 is 4. Woohoo! Hey, let's do another one. What if you have 8 train cars and we want to subtract 2 train cars? We have 8, let's take away 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 train cars, let's take away 2.
The Santa Fe, I took a whole picture of it.
Not too many. Oh, cool picture. I like the Santa Fe. Well, we subtracted 2 train cars. Once we've done that, now we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 train cars. Woohoo! Yeah!
Pirate Sam likes to subtract whenever he can. Pirate Sam, fiercest pirate in all the land. Pirate Sam, a one-eyed puppet mustache man. Pirate Sam, negative account balances, he's on the lam. Pirate Sam, what about that Pirate Sam? Pirate Sam.
All right, let's talk about Duplos with our friend Pirate Sam. Yar, har, 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 har. Let's talk about subtraction. Well,
You, Pirate Sam.
what are we? Oh, thank you. What are we going to subtract today, Pirate Sam?
Pirate Sam.
We have Duplos. Oh yes, that's a picture of me. Thank you. Yar, har, har, har. Let's do some subtraction with Duplo blocks. Yes, these are the big blocks. How many do we have right now, Pirate Sam? It looks like we have 8. Let's go to 10. Very well. Perfect. 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to subtract how many? Let's take away 2. Har, 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 har. Okay, Pirate Sam. 10 minus 2. We have our 2 blocks. Let's take them away. How many are left? Well, the numbers tell us. 10 minus 2 is equal to what? 8. Yar, har, 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 har. I had so much fun subtracting with you. Mom, Dad, if you want full-length episodes, there's a link below. You can buy us a coffee and join our team. Or, if you want to do 1 through 100, we've got a silly song for your kindergartner. Check that out below as well. See you next time. God bless.
Not yet.
Let's do 10 minus 10. You want to get rid of all of them? That's right. 10 minus 10. We take away all of them. Goodbye. Look at that. 0. You're right, Pirate Sam. We have 0 left.
Yar, har, 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 har. Let's do another one. How about 10 minus 5? Yar, har, har, har.
That sounds like a plan, Pirate Sam. 10 minus 5.
Yes, take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye.
We need to take away one more, don't we?
Oh yes, most certainly.
Okay. We've taken away 5 now. How many are left over?
That's easy. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. Yar, har, 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 har. Yar, let's do subtraction with toy bricks. Yar, har, har, har. Hezzy finds something so funny. It's because he did a stop motion animation video.
Ooh, that sounds fun. How many Lego bricks do we have?
Let's count.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, they're toy bricks. That's right. Toy bricks.
Yes, I agree. 16 of them.
That's a lot. But then we're not going to get scared, are we?
Not at all. We're going to subtract. If we have 16 bricks and I take away 4,
Whoa. Let me see.
how many are left?
16 minus 4. What is that? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12! Yar, har, har, har.
Should we do another one, Pirate Sam?
Yes, let's do another one.
Keenumbers.
This is for a microphone.
Which one's bigger, Dad or me? Dad!
That's right.
12 minus 4. Yar, har, 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 har.
I agree. Let's do 12 minus 4. 12 minus 4.
If we take away 4, we should count backwards.
Oh, you're talking about a different way to do the subtraction.
Well, it's not really different. We get the same answer. It's just another method. So I guess in that sense it could be different.
We take away 4.
Go backwards. Now we have 11.
Take away another 1.
Now we have 10.
Do we do it again?
Yes. And you're going to do it one more time.
We have 9 left, and we gotta take away 1 more because we're subtracting 4.
That means we have 8 left. We went backwards.
Let's see it again.
I agree. 11, 10, 9, 8. 8 toy bricks left. Yar, har, har, har. 8. Very good. Avocado, what are you doing here? Get out of here. If you made it this far, you're in the bonus section. Welcome, class. We are going to subtract these bendable tubes.
That's right, Pirate Sam. How many do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tubes.
How many are we going to take away?
Let's subtract 6.
Let's all but 1.
Of course it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Very good. Now we have 1 left. 7 minus 6. 1. Yar, har, har, har.
We should do a couple more.
I agree.
7 minus, what do you say? 5.
That sounds like a plan. Start with 7 and take away 5 of these bendable tubes.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many are left?
2. 2 are left.
Okay, we have 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Very good. 7 minus 5 is 2.
And it's a human place.
Last but not least, we've got 7, and we're going to take away 4. Yeah, that's right. Let's do 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take away 4. 3 are left. Yar, har, 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 har. Most excellent. 3 bendable tubes.
Keenumbers.
Hey, I'm Keenum. We are going to be talking about the perimeter in this episode. Okay, class, let's talk about the perimeter of this Lego building. Well, what is the perimeter? It's the distance around the building or the object in question. So, you're gonna need your tape measure. Go ahead and make sure you have your tape measure. Ask mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever you need to ask to get your tape measure. You ready? Let's measure every side. Do you have your tape measure? I sure hope you do. Yeah! Okay, if you have your tape measure, we're gonna measure the distance around this toy brick house. And we'll write down each number. This looks to be 2.5 inches wide. 2.5 inches wide. Woo! Okay, so let's write that down. 2.5 inches. Whoop! We need to switch to black. That provides more contrast. What about the distance on this side? Ooh, it's almost 2 inches. It's really close. Can you see that? It's almost 2 inches. Okay. Oh yeah, it's right there. It's so close. This one's advanced. It's 1 7/8 of an inch. But for the sake of this exercise, we're gonna round up and say it's 2 inches. Hey, if you wanna know more about rounding, we got an episode for that. Check it out below, mom or dad. Now, that was the side. That's the shorter side, other words, the width. And then the longer side, that's called the length. We know that the length is 2.5 inches. We know that the width is approximately 2 inches. 2 inches. So we're gonna add up the length, the width, the length, and the width. In other words, we have, excuse me, 2.5 plus 2 plus 2.5 plus 2, and that is what's gonna give us our answer. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, you know that, that's 8. But what's crazy here is we have a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. Well, what happens when you have 1/2 inch plus 1/2 inch? Boop, you get a whole inch. 1/2 plus 1/2. That is a whole inch. So this is 8 plus 1 inches. In other words, the perimeter is 9 inches. And now we can go back to green to circle our answer. The distance around this rectangular building is 9 inches. Okay, don't go anywhere. We're gonna do another one.
Walk around the triangle, measure all the sides. 3 times S, that's a perimeter. Walk around the square, measure all the sides. 4 times S, that's a perimeter. Walk around the rectangle, measure all the sides. 2 times length plus 2 width, that's a perimeter. Walk around the circle, measure all the sides. No! Measure the diameter. Pi times diameter, that's the circumference or perimeter. Imagine you can go around the world. Imagine you have an infinite tape measure. Imagine you can soar like an eagle. Imagine you can have everything. Walk around your bedroom, measure all the sides, add it all together, that's the perimeter. Walk around your kitchen island, measure all the sides, add it all together, and that's the perimeter. Walk around your living room, measure all the sides, add it all together, that's the perimeter. Walk around your house, measure all the sides, add it all together, that's a perimeter. Imagine you can go around the world. Imagine you have an infinite tape measure. Imagine you can soar like an eagle. Imagine you can have everything. Come together, let's figure it out. Side plus side, and maybe side plus side. And if we can't solve this, we'll scream and shout, or grab a calculator, or maybe a spreadsheet. Yeah! Imagine you can go around the world. Imagine you have an infinite tape measure. Imagine you can soar like an eagle. Imagine you can have everything.
Well, that was fun. Let's measure the perimeter of a house. We're gonna look at my house. This is an outdoor adventure. Get your shoes, let's go. Good job. If you see that number below, that is the distance around the house. And that is the perimeter of the house. Hey, don't go away. Don't even touch that dial. Don't pick up the remote. We have more for you. If you want a full-length episode, there's a link below. And if you want more help with addition, we've got a video that we recommend you could check out below as well. See you next time. God bless. Now, back to the math.
Oh, the Grater Gator, he's eating my head. Don't eat the microphone, Grater Gator.
What about the perimeter of the Dubai Tower? Okay, wait a second. That's really too big. I don't think we can get over there in a jiffy. So let's settle for something a little smaller instead, although that would be really cool. Let's figure out what the perimeter is of this tablet. We want to know the distance of all four sides added together. What is that grand total length? That's its perimeter. And as a bonus, when you measure the diagonal of the screen, that is what we commonly refer to as the size of the screen. Now, that's true of tablets. It's true of TV monitors. In this case, this tablet is about 9 inches. It's almost 9 inches. It's really close. So we could say that this is a 9-inch tablet. But let's check out the perimeter, shall we? We already know it's commonly referred to as a 9-inch tablet because that's the length of the diagonal. But what about the width of the tablet. It's about 5.5 inches. Do you see that? 5.5 inches. 5.5. Oh, I did it again. Oops, excuse me. And then, just to make certain we don't have a funny shaped tablet, we're gonna double check. Is that 5.5 on this side? You bet, it's 5.5 inches. Man, I am so thankful for tape measures. So we got 5.5 inches plus 5.5, and we need to check the length. It's 8 inches. Whoa, that's pretty long. 8 inches. Let's check the other length just to make certain. Yep, it's 8 inches. It's a rectangle. So these two sides are the same, and these two sides are the same. But it doesn't hurt to double check. So we have 5.5 plus 5.5 plus 8. Whoa. Okay, so 8 plus 8. Yeah, 16. We have 16 plus, well, what's 5 plus 5? What's 5 plus 5? Let's see. 5 plus 5. Yeah, that's 10. Okay, so we've got 16 and 10, and then we've got, what the deuce? Oops. We have 1.5 plus 1.5. Okay, a half plus a half. We know the answer to that age-old question. Half plus a half. You betcha, it's 1 whole. So we have 16 plus 10 plus 1. Because the half plus the half, that's 1. Think about a pizza. Half a pizza plus half a pizza. Boom! 1. Alrighty then. So we have 16 inches plus 10 inches plus 1. 16 plus 10 is 26. Then we add the 1, and bada boom, bada bing, Bob's your uncle. You got 27 inches. That is the distance around this tablet. 27 inches. Yes, very good, very good. Polite golf clap. Yes, most excellent. Very good. Mac and cheese. Don't leave home without it. It's more important than the banana and the green beans combined. We're gonna measure the perimeter of this box of mac and cheese. So, again, you're gonna need your trusty tape measure, and we're gonna measure every side, add it all together, and that'll be the distance around this box. Let's do it. It's a rectangle. This should be an easy one. It is, do you see that? It's 4.5. 4.5 inches. Now you can do this in centimeters if you use the metric system. That's not a problem. The perimeter is still the same concept. What is the distance around the shape? These rectangles are easy. Let's double check that the other width is the same. Yep, the other one is also 4.5 inches. So we're gonna add 4.5 inches plus 4.5 inches. Now let's look at the length, the long side or the long edge. This is gonna be almost 6.25. Okay, that's kind of advanced, but this is really 3rd and 4th grade math anyways. 6.25 inches. That means if you have 4 quarters, just like with money, you will get 1 whole inch. Now let's double check that the other side isn't anything different. Yep, 6.25 inches. Excellent. Okay, so we have 6.25 plus 6.25. Now let's add all these together. What's 4 plus 4? 4 plus 4, 8. What's 6 plus 6? You got it. 12. So we have 8 plus 12 plus 1/2 plus 1/2. Don't forget the halves. And don't forget the quarters. We have 2 quarters. It seems like a lot, but don't get scared now. These are our inches. 8 plus 12, you know that one. That is 20! 20. Yep, 8 plus 12. Good, good, good. Now, what's a half plus a half? We've talked about that. That's 1. And then this is the real tricky one that we have to be careful with. A quarter plus a quarter. That's 2 quarters. Or in other words, that is a half. Think about the pizza. If you cut the pizza into 4 equal parts, 1/4 plus 1/4, that's the same thing as a half. So what we have here is 20 plus, don't forget, when you have the half and the half, that's 1. We have 20 plus 1 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. That's going to give you a bonus half. 20 and 1 and a half. 21 plus a half. Or you can just write it as 21 and a half. Don't forget, this is in inches. That, my friends, is the distance around this box of macaroni and cheese. Go around the box, count up all the sides. What's the perimeter? 21 and a half inches. Excellent work. Give yourself another round of applause.
Walk around the triangle,